everybody. My name is Justin Heiser. I'm here to facilitate today's press briefing regarding the events on Keystone Drive here in Richmond, Kentucky. Behind me is Richmond Police Chief Rodney Richardson, Richmond Police Assistant Chief B.J. O'Donnell, Madison County Coroner Jimmy Cornelison, Richmond Fire Chief Sam Kirby, and Richmond Assistant Fire Chief Richard Tate. Mr. Cornelison and Chief Richardson will be giving a short statement. We'll please hold all your questions until after those statements. We'll have a short period for statements, and you can ask questions then.
Thank you. I'm Jimmy Cornelison. I'm the Madison County Coroner, and today we lost two people in our community. First, Chris Hager, age 54, and Chris's wife, Gracie Hager, age 52. If there's questions about them later on, I'll try to answer for them. The Chief's going to give you just a little more than that. Okay? Those are the people who are deceased.
Thank you, Mr. Cornelison. As Dustin said, my name is Rodney Richardson. I'm the Chief of Police at Richmond. Unfortunately, we had an incident that took place today. The Richmond Police Department was dispatched to their Keystone Drive around 2:25 in the afternoon. A witness had reported a male had shot another male. Officers arrived on the scene a short time later. When they arrived, they actually discovered two people who Mr. Cornelison identified as Mr. and Ms. Hager, who had been shot multiple times. Witnesses said that the gunman had ran back into an apartment where he remained at the time. EMS was on scene, fire was on scene pretty quickly. It's just a standard protocol that we have. Officers tried repeatedly for a couple hours to make contact with the suspect, to no avail. Officers eventually executed a warrant at the residence, and the suspect eventually gave up, and he came out on his own. Thomas C. Burrell of Cadiz, Kentucky, age 51, was immediately placed under arrest. Mr. Burrell was transported to the hospital for treatment. There is no visible injuries to Mr. Burrell. He was just taken there as a safety precaution. Before Mr. Burrell exited the apartment, we believe that he ignited a fire, which caused a large structure fire where the fire department had to come and take care of that problem for us. But we have a lot of people on scene today. Our community is saddened because Mr. and Ms. Hager are pillars of our community. A lot of people knew him. A lot of people had contact with him. We had a lot of officers on the scene. We had a lot of firefighters on scene. We had a lot of EMS people on scene, and it really took a teamwork effort to get done what we had to get done today. By no means could the Richmond Police Department have done it by itself. It took everybody working as a team. I just want to say that I appreciate the way that we all worked together today. But the sad news is that we have a daughter who Mr. Cornelison had to call earlier before we got here to let her know that both her parents are gone. And that's not an easy call to make. And so our thoughts and prayers are with the family and friends of those involved. Right now I have investigators on the scene that will probably be there for the next few minutes, conducting the investigation and doing what they need to do. So with that in mind, if you've got any questions, I'll try my best to answer them. I don't have a lot of detailed information just yet, so I'll take a few of those, and if I need to refer to somebody, I'll just ask them to come up if that's okay.
At this time, do you know what the connection between Burrell and the Hagers is?
We do not know. We know that Mr. Hager apparently owned the apartment building that Mr. Burrell was residing in.
Can you confirm that this is any way related to an eviction notice being served?
I do not know that information.
And do you know when Keeneland will reopen, or if it is already?
Well, we have, and I'm sure the fire department can answer to that a little bit better than I can, but we have them on scene as a precaution just to ensure that everything's out and it's safe. We have investigators on scene. So as soon as possible, we'll allow traffic to come back in there. I know that when I was out there earlier, that there was a huge hose that was stretched across the roadway, which prevented some traffic from coming. So that's really what a lot of the holdup is, or we would let it go already. So if people will be patient with us as they have all afternoon, and we're thankful for that, we should have Kingwood Drive open hopefully in a couple of hours.
Do we know how much damage was done to that building? How many units burned, affected?
It was a duplex building, so there was 2 units inside that building. I do not know. The fire department, of course, took care of that very quickly and extinguished the fire. But there was some severe damage inside. We do know that. I do know there was a large amount of smoke, and that's just me from the outside by what I saw.
Can you also get spellings on all the names as well?
Sure. Christopher Hager is Chrisistopher, Hager, Hager. Gracie Hager, Graciehager. And Thomas Burrell, Thomasvirl.
And your office had down there, we heard like the loud bangs. Can you describe what those were, whether it was like flashbangs or what happened during that time when you guys were trying to get him out of your end?
No, we don't. We did not use anything flammable today. There was a point in time after we could not make contact and we executed the warrant that there was some rounds of gas, powdered gas, put into the residence. So probably the discharge of the launchers from that is probably what you heard.
Charges?
I'm sorry.
Charges?
That he is in our custody and charges will follow. We don't have anything exact right now, and I don't want to comment on charges just yet because the investigators, I don't want to conflict with the integrity of the investigation. I'll let them figure out exactly what's going on, and hopefully we can put something out later tonight to tell you what that is.
Has he said anything in regards to motive?
I do not know. I do not know if he's made any statements at all. I didn't have any contact with him this afternoon, and I did not ask any of the investigators if they had any kind of contact with him as far as questioning or any statements indicated.
Did the shooting occur inside the apartment or outside, and were the Hagers pronounced at the scene? Sorry, you may have already answered that, Mr.
The shooting occurred outside the apartment, and they were, Mr. Wilson, let me say that EMS was there and notified you.
Yes. They were both outside of the apartment.
Like in the hallway or like outside
All
the
the way up.
building?
They were not in the building.
Yes, sir.
So was the suspect inside the building at the time then?
He ran back inside the apartment. That's according to a witness that contacted dispatch when the incident occurred. Okay.
Sorry, one more question.
Yes.
You may have already answered this. After he was taken into custody, how was he taken medically?
Just as a precautionary measure, we just wanted to make sure that he had no visible injuries, invisible injuries, just to get him checked out. I wanted to arrive at the detention center as safe as possible.
And did he come out of the building on his own accord, or did officers have to go in and take him into custody?
He came out on his own accord.
We have time for one more question.
How long exactly was he in the apartment?
Give me a second, I'll be able to answer that. We were dispatched to the area around 2:25 this afternoon. And it looks like Mr. Burrell, according to my preliminary times, that's not exact, exited the apartment somewhere around 6:30 p.m. So approximately 4 hours after the incident occurred. Okay, thank you all. I appreciate your all's patience.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Appreciate your time. Thank you for coming out. At this time, there's not going to be any further press conferences or press briefing regarding this event. Please refer to the Richmond Police Department for any further information. Thank you all.